Good day, everyone. My name is Ayinde Ahmed Oluwatosin. I work as a data analyst for Cndro. I have my colleagues here.
My name is Mola Yalasende. I'm one of the data analysts in Cndro as well.
So today, we're going to do something nice, and it's actually a problem that I and my colleagues recently solved. So we think we should share with you guys so that you may pick one or two things from it. So what is the problem? So a client sent this to us that this is what he wanted. So he wanted to see 2018 and the 20 sales previous 24 months sales prior to each of the months in 2018. Let me take for example. In data source, we have from 2015 to 2018. So if I choose 2018, I want to see on January, I want to see previous 24 months prior to January 2000, prior to January 2018. That's the aim. So we're going to divide this into two segments. The first segment is going to look at what we can do by just quickly dragging stuff into Tableau, and then I'm pretty sure we're going to see that's not going to work because it's not actually working to according to Tableau order of operation. And then we're going to show you what is happening in the order of operation. Then my colleague is going to correct that. Then I'm going to finish up the, the video, the problem. Here we go. So I'm going to look from order date, which is this. So I want to see months in there. So I can drag this out. Then I want to see sales. I want to see sales. Yeah, gotcha. So this is what I have. I don't kind of like this. Okay, this is what I have. So now I want to see. Let me see if I apply a quick table calculation, which is one total. So because I want to see some prior to previous year. So with Tableau running total, a quick table calculation, a wonderful one that I use a lot. You can actually look at the running sum and then you can view back to see the previous what do you call it, the previous month sales prior to a particular month, prior to a particular year that you're looking at. So let's take for example this January 2006, January 2018. This 1.6 million is actually sales prior to 24, I mean 48 months prior to January 2018. So now I want to filter down to January to 2018 only to see what is wrong in there. So let's just drag this to this. I want to filter down by year. Cool. So I'm going to show filter. Now, let's go for January 2018. Let's see what is here initially. 1.6 million to 2.2 million. So let me go for 2018. Can you see what is happening? You can see that we are not saying the same thing because something is wrong in it. Actually, what we have here is just the running sum for 2018 data only. So how do we solve this? And where is the problem coming from? So I'm going to quickly use Tableau order of operation to explain this. So here we have, don't forget that we actually do a table calculation and we use a dimension filter on dates for dates. So I'm going to just explain this. So here we have the order of operation starts from extra filter, then it moves down to table calculation in the pipeline. We actually call this data pipelining. So the extra filter is up in the hierarchy, followed by the data source, followed by the context, and so on and so forth. So quickly, not to waste our time, what we did here is actually table calculation, which is A, but we just apply a dimension filter and we're not getting what we actually conclude that is that we move this table calculation up or we move the dimension filter.
In this part is we want to make sure we try to move. What we're going to do is we're going to move from the dimensions filter. We're going to move it up the scale, and what we're going to do is either we move this dimension filter to the bottom part of the hierarchy, or we try to take this table calculation to the upper part of the hierarchy. So it depends on you. So for this problem, what we're going to do is, okay, this is not giving us the running sum, and this is a big problem for us. So the best way for us to solve this problem is to create a date filter. All right. So okay, now let me do this. If I drag the cell and I drop it on this on the column, you're going to see. Okay, let me change this to bar chart. Okay. Let me create another ASICs. Okay. All right. Let me change this to a running sum so that I can have a true sense of what is going on in here. All right. So we have a running total. Now we are we have a running total. Now for this running total, if I remove 2017, that means we're having 2018 in the view, and we're supposed to see. We actually want to see the running sum for 2018, in which it's taking into consideration all the years. So that's actually what we want to see. Okay, so the best way for us to solve this problem is to create our date filter, and the best way to do this is create a calculated field. We're going to press the keypad symbol and create a calculated field. All right, so let's name it date filter. All right, so we're going to call up a lookup function. So, and this lookup function, what it does is it gives us the avenue to trunk our date. So we're going to trunk our date because actually what we want to create is we want to create a date filter. All right. So for the date trunk, we have the parameters. The date part, we're going to choose a year. We're going to choose year, comma, and we want to trunk our order date. All right. We're going to trunk our order date, and for our lookup, the second operation is we're going to have the expression and we're going to have the offset. You can see that this is the offset, and the meaning of this offset is what are you going to look on, like which particular rows, like which cells are you looking at. Okay, are you looking at this cell? Do you want the operation to take place on this cell, or you want the operation to take place on this second cell, or you want the operation to take on to happen on the third cell? All right, so for this problem we want our operation to happen on the first cell. So that's why we're going to have 0. All right. So, but Tableau is giving us an issue. It's telling us there is an error in our operation. Now let's see. Now it's telling us that all field must be aggregated or constant when using Tableau calculation. All right. So what Tableau is complaining is telling us that before this date trunk, there must be an aggregation. Okay, so for this, let's use our main. Okay, there are different type of aggregation. Okay, but for date operations, we're going to use our main. All right, so let's close let's close the brackets and see if Tableau allows us to perform the operation. All right, we're going to close this. All right, now let me see. Okay, it's coming up. Okay, now it's telling us that our calculation is valid. Right, so let's apply this first. Okay, all right. So I'm going to right click in here and drag it to the filter. Right, so I'm going to press all. I'll press apply and press OK. All right, so now after we have completed this, now let's show our filter. Let's show the filter and see what we have done. If this is giving us the actual result that we want. All right. So before we apply this filter, now let's see the end part of our uh of the bar. All right. So all right. So now if I click on all, I will not see all the bars. Okay. Now let me click. I think things are very fast in there. Okay. Let me untick. All right. So if I click on 2018, now this is the problem. We have been able to solve the problem because we actually have the the running sum for 2018. All right. Don't forget that what we're having before is when we have this, it calculates the running sum only for 2018. So this is calculating for all the years 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and gives us the running sum. All right. So that's actually the problem. But let me do a little bit of formatting in here so that let's see if just to distinguish it. All right. So this is showing the running sum, and this is showing the actual value.
If you check, what it did there is actually not 24 months, it's actually 48 months ago. So we're going to show it with this calculator feed. If mean should actually provide a kind of aggregation, day parts month other days greater than or equals to one, then we're going to do a window sum of sales. Of course, we're going to provide a kind of association for sales when using table calculation. Then I'm going to choose this is a parameter, choose a previous month, then comma the current one, then I'm going to end it. So let me just quickly explain this. Let me open that again. So what this will do is that it's going to look at the first month. It's going to, date part will only return an integer, either one to January is one, February is two, March is three, and so on and so forth. So what date part is going to do is that this calculator is going to say, okay, if me, which is a form of aggregation, date part month of order date is greater than or equals to one. So it's going to come up check January, is it greater than or equals to one? Actually, it's greater than one. Then it's going to do window sum of choose the previous month, which is actually the calculator fields, then the current, then you're going to end. So it's going to look at February, me date part month is greater than or equals to one. Definitely is greater than one. Then it's going to do the window sum, choose your previous month, and the current. I hope you get that. So let's quickly go and check our parameter before we apply. So here's our parameter, a very simple parameter. So I just put in minus 48 to show previous 48 month minus 36 to. So as a user, you can just decide to select whatever you want. I'm going to drag this out. This used to be there. Then I'm going to drag in previous month to sales, change this to text, and they're good to go. So if I click on previous month part 2018 that I have here, I have this, but this is not what we have in here. So what we need to do is that we actually need to show a parameter. Our parameter is actually on previous 6 months. So if you go for previous 24 months, then you see it's changing according to how we want it. If you go for previous 46, 48 months, so this is actually what we want to achieve. So I hope you are able to get one or two things on this video. Uh, like us, follow us, and that will be for it today. So any problem that comes in, I would think is going to be useful for Tableau users. We won't hesitate to upload it. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.